If you've ever felt powerless, disrespected, or just plain sick of people taking advantage of you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more stories where justice doesn't just knock, it kicks the door in. About 3 years ago, I was working in a massive, noisy factory. The kind of place where faces blur together and names don't matter. The company didn't hire directly. They brought in workers from 5 different temp agencies. That meant a constant flow of people in and out, strangers every week. No one stuck around long enough to care about each other. It was survival of the fittest, or the sneakiest. I was pulling 12-hour shifts, 6 days a week. Grueling, repetitive, and physically draining. But I could handle that. What I couldn't handle was going hungry. See, every day I brought my lunch, something homemade, something I looked forward to. A little joy in the middle of a gray industrial nightmare. Then one day, my lunch was gone. I thought maybe I forgot it. Then it happened again, and again, 6 days, straight. It wasn't just annoying, it was humiliating. I'd open the fridge, find my empty lunch slot, and feel a mix of rage and helplessness. It became personal. Every bite that thief took was a slap to my face, and the worst part? I had no idea who it was. With so many temps coming and going, trust didn't exist. Everyone was a suspect. Now, I'm not a violent person, but the frustration twisted my thoughts into knots. I needed justice, not just to stop the theft, but to send a message. And that's when I discovered the Carolina Reaper. If you don't know, it's one of the hottest peppers in the world, as in weapon grade. Just handling it can burn your skin. Eating it? Good luck. I figured, if someone was bold enough to steal my food, they better be bold enough to handle the heat. So I spent a whole evening cooking, steak fajitas, seasoned to perfection. I put my heart into it, but I also minced up several Carolina Reapers into a fiery pico de gallo. The kind that doesn't just burn your mouth, it makes your soul question its life choices. I garnished it with fresh cilantro, lime wedges, made it look downright heavenly. Sealed it in a clear Tupperware so the colors popped. It practically whispered, "Eat me." The next morning I packed it proudly, placed it in the fridge around 8 a.m., and waited. An hour later the calm broke. A shriek echoed from the break room. People ran. I joined them. There, on the linoleum floor, was the lunchbox bandit, gasping, clutching his throat, eyes wide, sweat pouring. He was flailing, trying to breathe. It wasn't just the heat. Turns out, the Reapers triggered an asthma attack. Someone called 911. He was rushed to the hospital. In that moment, everything inside me was a mix of shock and satisfaction. I never said a word, neither did he. Not then, not ever. But I knew. And I think he did too. For 6 days, I went without. For 6 days, I felt small, powerless. But one bite of my Reaper-loaded fajitas flipped the script. The thief got what he deserved, a lesson he would literally never forget. And suddenly, the lunches stopped disappearing. I didn't just stop the theft. I made sure no one else would dare try it again. Some people say revenge is petty. But when you're pushed, disrespected, and starved of dignity, a little spice can go a long way. Karma doesn't always wait. Sometimes it wears an apron. If that story gave you chills or made you cheer a little inside, smash that like button. Subscribe for more true tales where justice tastes extra spicy. And drop a comment. What's the most satisfying revenge you've ever seen? Let's hear it.